Hi guys, welcome to Psychic Astro. I'm so excited to be doing these videos moving forward. So these videos are going to be astrology based on channeled messages that I get from spirit. So please watch the videos based on your sun, moon, or rising sign, whatever resonates the best for you. Me personally, it's always been my rising sign. It's never been my sun, moon. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Maybe that'll help somebody out there. I've also noticed that for me, my rising sign and my natal chart, as well as my rising sign and my progress chart, also resonates with me. Sometimes more so my progress chart than my natal chart. So yeah, I hope that helps anybody out there. Maybe it's worth trying out. So basically what I'm going to be doing in these videos is I'm going to be channeling the transits of the month. I'm going to be going over the themes you guys can expect. I hope, you guys like these videos. I'm starting off, kind of this way with the paper and the pen because I'm new to this and I just need to figure out what works best for me through trial and error. I'm sure eventually I'm not going to be sticking to paper and pen, but this is what I feel comfortable with for right now. I also just want to put a disclaimer out there. As a psychic, as much as I love channeling messages from spirit, as much as I love channeling the cosmos, and although I trust my messages, I don't know, maybe it's my Virgo placement, maybe it's my Capricorn stellium. I want to tell you guys strongly that I believe you guys shouldn't just stick with psychic channeled messages only. You guys should definitely, watch or at least look into professional astrologers' predictions as well for monthly readings. At least that's just how I feel, and I do want to put that out there. To just be practical about these things and, not just strictly rely on psychic messages, okay? All right, with that being said, let's get to it. Hi guys, this video is going to be for my sun, moon, rising Pisces for the month of February. What you guys are looking at is the energy you guys can expect to walk into in the month of February. I know I'm a little late to the game. I am sorry. However, I think within the first few minutes, you guys should know if this reading resonates or not since we are halfway through. Okay, so let's just get to it. The first week of February, February 2nd, Mercury in Capricorn in your guys' 11th house will be sextiling Neptune in Pisces in your first house. So to me, this is telling me that your thoughts, your communication pattern will be on your groups of people, possibly something about you in your group of people, something that maybe was not clear is now clear, or maybe there's something, excuse me, in regards to, hi guys, this video is going to be for my sun, moon, rising Pisces for the month of February. You guys are looking at the energy you guys can expect to walk into in the month of February, the energy you will be feeling already. And then I'm going to go over the transits weekly and then my channeled messages. I know I'm a little late to the game. I do apologize. However, I think within the first few minutes, you guys should know if this energy resonates or it doesn't. Okay. With that being said, February 2nd, Mercury, excuse me, in Capricorn is sextiling your Neptune in Pisces in your first house. So to me, this tells me that maybe there was possibly confusion with 11th house matters. So this could have been something on the internet, something online, something with your group of people, social networking, things of that nature. And now there's maybe no confusion. Maybe something has been communicated clearly. Thoughts have been put out on the table. Something that maybe was hard, abstract, difficult to understand before is now easily understood. So this is something you guys, I feel like, you know, it's like maybe there was confusion about you guys, and now there is clarity on this. And this has to do either on the internet, online, or like I just said, with your group of people. Okay. February 4th, Mercury is leaving your 11th house in Capricorn, and it's entering your 12th house in Aquarius. Okay, so to me, this talks about innovation, different ideas, just thinking outside of the box, and you may not be sharing these ideas out loud, okay? February 5th, Mercury in Aquarius in your 12th house is conjunct Pluto in Aquarius in your 12th house. Okay, so deep thoughts, deep transformative thoughts, possibly being in touch with the things that just aren't working, or maybe you feel are, I'm going to say it, your shadow, things that need to change. I feel like you guys are very much in touch with at this time, and you're thinking of ways how to, you know, you're either, if you're not considering about the ways how to change it, your mind is just thinking differently in regards to maybe facing your shadow. Maybe this is something you normally don't do, or maybe you don't focus too much on it. However, with Mercury conjunct Pluto, this is very psychological, like deeply, like penetrating the mind, I feel like. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I feel like these will be new thoughts, whatever these are. Maybe something you didn't realize before. All right. February 6th, Pallas Athena enters Sagittarius in your 10th house. So Pallas Athena is leaving your 9th house in Scorpio, and she's entering your 10th house. So Pallas Athena, I like this asteroid because this asteroid gives you guys an idea how to get where it is you want to go in the month of, or actually however long this transit lasts, however long Pallas Athena enters Sagittarius. It's like Sagittarius energy in the 10th house will help get you there. So with that being said, your mind is already thinking differently. It's trying to make some type of change when it comes to your thoughts. Maybe you guys are thinking deeply about how to communicate in a different type of way. There's definitely some type of change going on. And in order to succeed in this, Sagittarius type of energy will help get you there. So the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter, and this is in your 3rd house of communication, learning. And it's in Taurus. So Taurus, Jupiter in Taurus is planting the seeds. This is earth energy, and we have a mix of Sagittarius here, right? And 10th house natally belongs to Capricorn. So I feel like expanding your mind, being a little more open-minded, and maybe, you know, it's so weird because you guys are, you may be a Pisces, you may not be, but for my sun, moon, rising Pisces, I almost want to say having faith and hope in the things that we cannot see will get you, like having that type of mentality will help you communicate better, change for the good in regards to the way you guys speak. So this is what I'm getting, that there's some type of change with your thoughts and communication pattern, and then how you normally communicate, and Sagittarius type of energy, which is, when I think about this, this is pretty chill, laid back, open-minded with people. So I think
this is the type of energy you guys want to lean into. Not so, I want to say if Taurus energy is the way you guys normally communicate, which may be limited, you guys may not communicate that much, or you guys may always be grounded. It really depends on like your own personal placements, but there's something here about changing it and being a little more mutable. That's really the word I want to say, is mutable. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on that, so let's move on. February 7th, Ceres enters Capricorn. So Ceres, the asteroid in regards to healing and nurturing, is leaving your 10th house in Sagittarius, and it is entering Capricorn in your 11th house. So what this tells me is in the month of February, if you guys feel like you need to heal, or you're feeling down for whatever reason, Ceres is the energy I would look towards in regards to what would work best this month for healing purposes, okay? And what I'm getting with you guys is structure, stability, rational thinking, traditional like things will work best when it comes to either online matters or social networking or your group of friends. Okay, this type of stuff may be very healing for you guys. Being comfortable in that energy of what you guys already know, I feel like this can be sometimes Capricorn energy. Not sometimes, but yeah, I feel like this can be Capricorn energy, as much of, even though Capricorn is a cardinal sign and it's a builder, it creates things. This is also an energy that feels very comfortable with what it already knows, okay? So maybe this is your group of people that you guys have always been friends with. This could be very healing for you. Or, you know, something online, okay? Maybe something you guys normally do on the internet. Maybe something you guys are always searching, looking into. Yeah. Okay, the first week. I think meeting up with friends also would be very healing for you guys. Okay. What did I channel? I'm seeing a watch guard with a searchlight in a tower overlooking a building that is protected by a border, and it's outlined with the number 7. It looks like a path. So, that's interesting. So when I see the number 7, I think of 7th house matters, the relationship, things of that nature. So I'm thinking with Mercury being the ruler of Virgo, this connects back to your 7th house. So you guys could be thinking about relationships, but you know, I'm not seeing that right now. Relationships with other people. Venus rules 7th house natally because it belongs to Libra. So let's see. A watch guard with a searchlight in a tower overlooking a building that is protected by a border. So I think it's Saturn, which is funny. Okay, and it's protected by a border, and it's outlined with the number 7. Okay, so this would make sense. Yeah, the 1st and 7th house. It looks like a path. So hold on, let's take a look. Okay, so before I continue, because there's more to what I channeled, looking back at the transits the first week for my sun, moon, rising Pisces, I feel like for some of you guys with this 7th house energy, this is going to be talking about business partnerships. And the reason is because with Pallas Athena in the 10th house, which talks about your career, your legacy, how you appear, what will take you there, because this is the strategy part, is you guys may want to expand with something with 10th house matters, because again, Ceres, the asteroid of healing, is in Capricorn and it's in your 11th house. This talks about social networking, but natally, and the internet, but natally Capricorn belongs in the 10th house. So, and Saturn, structure, boundaries, restrictions, but also time, karma, putting in the time that is required in order to get that achievement that you guys are looking for. The ruler of 10th house is in your first house. So this is you guys. So there is something you guys may want to change about yourselves in order to achieve at the workplace, is what I'm getting. And it has to do with either your online presence or changing how you think. It's like an outlook. It's something psychological, I feel like, or it's like you need to change how you communicate, is what you're getting in touch with, okay? Because there's definitely something here about communication, with Jupiter being the ruler of Sagittarius, and it's in your third house, learning, communication. Yeah, it's your like local neighborhood, things of that nature, which is why there's going to be different storylines for this general reading. But I'm definitely picking up on a career, job change energy, wanting to expand, grow in this area, but noticing you're having difficulty here and something needs to change. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Sorry, I was like looking over the transits to try to figure out the vision part, and then I saw it right in front of me. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this is definitely for some people talking about a job change. You guys may feel that you're not selling yourselves properly, is what I want to say, because you guys are coming off as Neptunian, and when somebody is showing up as Neptune in someone's chart, this is extremely misleading. It's confusing. It's like they don't understand you. They're confused by you, or you're not the person they believe you to be. I'm sure this is literally the theme of your guys' life, something of that nature, I would imagine, being Pisces or Sun, Moon, Rising Pisces, something of that. But yeah. Okay, so let's continue with the first week channel messages. I'm then seeing a garage door or a shed. It's closing, it's going down. And then all of a sudden, there's like a few feet left in order for it to go down all the way. And I'm seeing somebody's eye, like a huge eyeball, like watching the inside of the garage. So it's like you guys are on the outside of the garage. You know, the garage door is closing. And then all of a sudden, as that door is closing, you guys are looking, almost like peeping in one more time. So maybe, you know, you guys feel like time is running out on something. Maybe you guys can't close the door on something, an issue, a problem, something that you feel like maybe the door should be open or it should be closed. But regardless, it's like your attention is somewhere. It's in an energy where it shouldn't be. It's like uncomfortable is what I'm getting. I do see intuition on something you guys see. And then I see something in your hand, okay? And I don't take this literal, so I hope you guys don't either. Unless it resonates, then definitely go for it. And then there's something in regards to the feet. So when I see feet, automatically I always think of Pisces energy. And to me, it makes sense that this is appearing for you guys. Since you're Sun, Moon, Rising Pisces, one of those, or all. So there's something about following your intuition, following your mind is like following the light is what I'm picking up on. And I feel like this is because the sun is in your 12th house. Now, it depends how you look at it. A lot of people don't like this energy because natally the sun belongs to the 5th house. This is where the sun shines, the sun feels its best, it's happy, it's joyful. And when it's in the 12th house, picture the 12th house to be an attic that has no light. And it's got like those creepy stairs to get up to it, you know? Like it's it's a part of your mind that we're not so much necessarily in touch with. Some of us are, some of us are not. When the sun is there, it's like the sun is in the attic, I want to say, like a dark attic. And it may not feel good because it's not outside. It's not what it's not where it's used to. But it's meant to be in this, you know, quote unquote dark closet because it's helping you see something that maybe you had difficulty seeing before, or confirming something for you guys. So you guys may feel isolated during this time because 12th house speaks of isolation. I mean, nobody's really hanging out in that attic, right? So this is supposed to be your mind. This is like the thoughts that we are not really in touch with 100%, okay? This is why the 12th house can be looked at as hidden enemies. So you guys are very much in touch with the things that may be looked at as your shadow, the things, and not necessarily like in a dark, negative type of way, just the things that need to change for the better, okay? So yeah, I'm seeing that you guys are being guided during this time by your intuition. When I think of Aquarius energy, Pisces energy, this is intuition to me. And Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, is in where it belongs, okay? It's in your, well, it's in your first house, okay? And the ruler, the original ruler is Jupiter. And the ruler of Aquarius is Uranus. These are both in your third house of communication. I think you guys are deeply in touch with learning something about yourselves, introspection, okay? That's what I'm picking up on. Because Saturn, also being the ruler of Aquarius, is in your first house. So this has to do with learning something about yourselves, something that needs to change for the better. And it connects with 7th house energy. I think you guys, a watch guard with a searchlight in a tower overlooking a building that is protected by a border is Ellen. So I think maybe your boundaries, for those of you that are resonating with like thinking about a relationship, connecting to a relationship, your boundaries may be too high out of fear, because that's what the second, that's what Saturn does. It brings out our fears. It can bring out depression. Think of the devil in tarot. That can be the negative aspect of Saturn. It could be, it's not just obsessions, it's literally like fears. And fears will hold you back. It will literally create those boundaries in a negative type of way. So I think you guys are literally holding yourselves back from connections, other people. So for those of you who are resonating with a career, maybe you guys aren't taking that leap because, you know, you either don't trust yourselves or you don't trust other people is what I'm getting. Because the ruler of Virgo is Mercury and it's in your 12th house. So, second week of February, Vesta goes direct in Gemini in your 4th house. Okay, so Vesta is that flame that just won't die. It just won't go out. It's a spiritual flame. It's just a passionate energy you will feel, okay? And it's in Gemini, so this tells me right away, learning and talking, okay? And it's in 21 degrees, which speaks about 9th house energy. So you guys have this in Scorpio. So, and the fact that Vesta's in the 4th house, the place of home, I think you guys will be passionate about learning something when it comes to expanding, learning something at home. Could be about home, or maybe how you were raised and how you can expand upon those thoughts, like not be so limited, because this is Sagittarius energy, this is Jupiter energy. And this belongs to ninth house. The ninth house speaks of a higher education system. It speaks of spirituality, really tapping into something bigger. Okay, so at home, you guys will feel passionate to be learning something, and whatever this something is, it will be Scorpio related, and the ruler of Scorpio is Pluto. So again, this is your mind. I think you guys will just be wanting to learn, Mercury, the ruler of Gemini, about your shadow. I think you guys will be wanting to expand upon this and do better, change for the good, change maybe something in the way you guys speak to others. With the 12th and 6th house axis, 6th house can be looked at as the house of healing, okay? Because it belongs natally to Virgo, and this is wanting to, I feel like, you know, clean up your act, you know, like make sure to stick to a regimen, a schedule, so we everything is in order, and also your health, and having making sure you're eating well, making sure your body's in shape, things of that, because all of that stuff is interconnected, right? So yeah, also I feel like with 12th house transits, this can cause depression or just sadness. You know, it's a transit, so it's not permanent, it's temporary, it's a phase of life. And I think you guys are just looking into it, is what I'm getting. So February 8th, that same day, Sun in Aquarius in your 12th house is squaring Uranus in Taurus in your 3rd house. So to me, this is talking about being able to clearly understand a message from spirit, clearly understand an intuitive hit, because again, Aquarius energy, and the ruler of Aquarius is Uranus. I do look at this as the star card in tarot, and with the sun being here, this is loud energy, this is confidence, this is Leo-esque, and Uranus can be just as loud, but in a different type of way. So there is something here that is not being clearly understood when it comes to these two big energies, and they're both in fixed signs, stubborn energy nonetheless. So and with the sun, I think of this as light, being able to see something clearly, and with Uranus, this is like an aha moment. There's a moment of clarity, Ace of Swords and Tarot, or it could be a tower moment where things come like crumbling down because maybe you didn't see something coming. You didn't expect that, and it could be due to lack of self-awareness or just unexpected things. This is what Uranus does. So with the house of communication and learning, and then the house of like isolation, your mind, and this can be looked at as like, it's definitely an intuitive house, it's a spiritual house, because you are definitely connected with other realms, and you know, it depends how connected you guys are to that type of energy. But I think there's a block, a hold up, not clearly understanding something you guys are trying to learn about, okay? So yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave that. February 9th, the following day, there is a new moon in Aquarius, and it is in 20 degrees. This is in your 12th house. So to me, this is telling me that there's something new that you guys want to do when it comes to, I feel like, I keep getting communication for you guys. I keep getting it, so I'm going to say it. I feel like you guys want to change, transform this, because new moon is in 20 degrees. This is an 8th house energy. 8th house natally belongs to Scorpio. This is transformative. This is being in touch with the shadow, changing something. However, you guys have the 8th house in Libra. This is ruled by Venus, okay? And you have your South Node here. So there is something here about where you guys want to lean into that. I want to say pioneer energy, leadership energy, the self energy, whatever it is you guys want to achieve at this time for second house matters, the things you guys value, and go after that, and trying to step away from possibly deeply thinking about how to please other people, other people's thoughts, things of that nature, because Libra energy, this is constantly like being unsure, having difficulty making a decision, thinking for oneself, being able to, it's not a fake energy. It's just not, because it really goes out of its way to please other people and create harmony and let people walk all over it, because it really believes in that higher octave energy of Venus, that we should all be getting along. It literally does not like the discomfort energy of people not getting along, okay? And you guys have the South Node here. So it's like you guys are asked to step away from this type of energy and focus on yourselves, okay? So maybe this is something you guys have difficulty doing, because Pisces energy is like the collective, it's 12th house energy. So you guys are being asked to focus on an energy that may be normally hard for you guys to grasp when it comes to yourself. Yeah, that's where I'm going with this. I feel like with Pisces energy in general, I feel like you guys, it's very similar. Oh, that's so funny, to Virgo energy. With Virgos, I love my Virgos. I'm personally a South Node in Virgo, so I feel like deeply I understand this energy. And there is this, I feel like a quote all Virgos like for the most part, where it's like, do as I say, not as I do, where they can give and help people like in great ways. But you know, don't look into their life. Like don't look too deeply into their life, okay? Because things may appear great, and if you're close to a Virgo, they'll be open about this with you. But you know, behind closed doors, it may be a little bit difficult, and this is because of this Pisces energy, because it rules the 12th house. Things get lost. Like I have Pisces energy in my 6th house. Guys, when I tell you I try so hard with my schedule, my daily regimen, and this really affects me deeply. However, things I feel like just get lost. Somehow there is just a random thought, and then that's it. I'm gone. I don't know where 20 minutes went. I don't know where I was. I don't know why, you know, this happened. Like it's nuts. So I think this is maybe an energy you guys may tend to lean into, is helping other people, focusing on other people, but not so much the things that maybe you guys need to work on yourselves. And maybe it's catching up to you guys and you guys are feeling this, okay? General energy is what I'm picking up. So the next day, February 10th, Mercury in Aquarius is squaring Jupiter in Taurus. So Mercury in Aquarius in the 12th house is squaring Jupiter in the 3rd house in Taurus. So again, there is a karmic lesson. There's a holdup. There's a block when it comes to expanding your thoughts, your communication. You may want to communicate or learn deeply about the things you guys are trying to get in touch with. You may want to have like a final understanding and call it a day, something of that nature. But it's like there is some type of difficulty with understanding your own thoughts. Yeah. What else? Could definitely be traveling. Yeah, there could be a block. There could be some type of delay when it comes to traveling for you guys as well.
All right, so February 12th, Mars enters Aquarius. Okay, so Mars is leaving. No, Mars is leaving your 11th house. And it's entering your 12th. No. Okay, so with this one, I would tell you guys, that I feel like people during this time, you may fight with people. You know, you may fight with people who you know, all right? Because it's the ruler of Aquarius is Uranus, and it's in your 3rd house, so it's your local community, your neighbors, cousins, things of that nature. And Saturn is also the ruler of Aquarius, and this is you guys. So, you know, we can look at this as you guys being your own worst enemy. I'm thinking more so this has to do with Mars being the ruler of Aries and Scorpio, because it's the original ruler. Pluto's here too. And then the following day, Mars and Pluto are conjunct. They're next to each other. I think you guys may experience some type of arguments with people when it comes to money. I think people may... there could be something in regards to you trying to control other people, manipulate other people, or vice versa. Because when Pluto and Mars get together, even in a positive way, like they're conjunct, they're next to each other, these both rule Scorpio. Scorpio energy, we're going to look at 8th house energy, and you guys have Libra and the South Node here, okay? When Pluto and Mars are together, the negative aspect of this is power control, manipulating people because you're deeply understanding people on a psychological level, willing to fight for what it is you want, extremely determined. And then, you know, this can also be a physical energy as well, you know, in a negative type of way. But because it's in the 12th house, it tells me that it's more so like, I feel like behind your back, power dynamics going on behind your back, and that it could have to do with 2nd and 9th house endeavors. Just looking. The positive way to look at this is being able to get what it is you want without manipulation tactics. Because both of these planets together, these can be leadership qualities. There is true magnetism with these energies. There is something that just like holds a room together, and people want to listen to this energy. And when Pluto and Mars are together, this energy knows that. This energy knows when it has the room's attention, and in the negative way, it can use this against other people. And in a positive way, it can use this constructively, okay? So what I think you guys can experience the 2nd week of February is definitely some type of energy when it comes to wanting to learn, expand your horizons, more so at home and by yourself. I am picking up on isolation. I am seeing difficulty with either expressing yourself or understanding something clearly. It may create an argument, a fight, having difficulty being able to understand something clearly. And I think with the new moon in Aquarius in a Scorpio degree, 20 degrees,
This is deeply psychological. You guys want to change something when it comes to your mind and your thoughts. I think you guys are definitely in touch with your shadow at this time. But around the end of the second week of February, you guys should be dealing with some type of power dynamics is what I'm picking up on. And then that same day, February 13th, when Mars and Pluto are conjunct in Aquarius in your 12th house, Venus in Capricorn in your 11th house is sextiling Neptune in Pisces in your first house. So this is a positive energy. This is Venus and Neptune talking in a good way with each other, because these two get a bad rap when they're linked up, because this can be looked at as rose-colored glasses. The fact that it's aspected with a sextile, this tells me that there is positive work, that is positive action that you guys are putting towards these two energies. So therefore, it's like a good outcome. So therefore, I think you guys are able to understand something clearly about other people and yourself. And with Venus and Neptune, this talks about spiritual love, like on a higher plane. So even for those of you who aren't like truly into spirituality, it's more just like whatever, maybe just like astrology or just curious, I would just say that this is an energy you guys would be feeling, an understanding of yourself and other people, and why people and yourself do the things you do. I think it's just a joyful energy. So even if you're not happy like on this day, I think there's something that you're in touch with that is worth, that you believe is worth I want to say investing in, because Venus in Capricorn energy is investing in something that is long term, okay? Something of value. And it's in your 11th house. So for those of you who are thinking about work or changing up a job, whatever it is this month, the 11th house can be looked at as your deepest dreams, deepest desires, also who you guys are making money from through maybe social networking, groups of friends, whatever. But this is also definitely connected to the wallet, and you guys have Venus here, okay? And then you guys being Neptune, you guys being this energy of either confusion, illusion, or you guys could even be looked at as inspiration, being extremely intuitive and in touch with your like your fellow man, that type of energy. And it's working and blending well with your group of people or the internet or social networking, things of that nature. It's working in a positive aspect. It's not working in a confusing type of way. They're working well together. It's like making a daydream come true, or understanding why you feel positive about something that maybe normally you would say you shouldn't feel positive about, but that's actually just ego. I hope that makes sense. All right, so what did I channel for you guys? Second week of February. So we go back to that garage. I'm seeing the garage door closing, but this time the eyeball that I feel like is very much you guys on the outside looking in, looks angry. And now you guys are in the garage. So you guys are originally on the outside of the garage, and I see you guys are now angry, and you go inside the garage, okay? And I'm seeing sexual thoughts. I then see clouds. I'm seeing fogs outside the storage unit. And then I'm seeing feet, which automatically I think of Pisces energy. And then all of a sudden the song comes to mind, High All the Time. I don't remember what it's called, but I feel like the singer's name starts with a T. like I gotta get high all the time from missing you. I feel like those are the lyrics. Anyway, so I started thinking of that song randomly. Then I see going really fast down a road into the stars, into a desert, and then we land on your tongue, and then it turns into a performance in your mouth. Just follow me, right? It turns into a performance in your mouth. So maybe you guys are speaking about how you feel because of that Neptune Venus energy. So let me break that down for you guys since, you know, yeah. With the garage door and this closing and you guys being angry, so you guys go in the garage, I think this is talking about that sun squaring Uranus, you know, not being able to understand something clearly. And because you're not able to understand or see something clearly, it's like you're not free. Because again, Uranus energy represents freedom. It's also a very independent energy. And it's almost as if the second week of February, you guys do not feel this energy. You guys almost feel attached to something that you don't quite understand. And this is the 12th house for you guys, and definitely your first house because you guys are Pisces. And this is where natally this belongs, is the 12th house. So there is frustration with being, with not feeling free and feeling confused, okay? High all the time. So this could be about maybe you guys, you know, take something, I don't know. Pisces energy can be looked at this way through escapism. If it's not that, then I would say it's literally just the energy of escapism, like not being able to think about anything else except for this like 12th house stellium, which is Aquarius. So it's like these different thoughts. And when I think of 12th house energy, this can be looked at as being in a prison. And Aquarius energy does not like that shit, okay? It likes its freedom and its independence. And I feel like there's too much going on in your guys' 12th house this month. And you guys feel stuck. And I think it's because we have a lot of more so like scorpionic energy, like deep thoughts penetrating you guys and not other people. And then there's this energy of going really fast down a road into the stars. So hold on one second, let me see. That's definitely Venus sextiling Neptune. Yeah, I feel like with Venus and Neptune, like I said, this is definitely like a higher, both of these together, higher octave energy of spirituality. Like, it's like when you just can't get mad at somebody because you can't logically explain it because your ego tells you, no, I fucking no way as hell I should be okay with this person. But you just can't be mad. Like, you just can't. There is something here that is not delusion, it's not illusion, it's just you guys are getting in touch with something on a higher level that you just can't quite put into words or explain. And however, this may frustrate you guys, so therefore I would say hang out with your group of friends, do whatever it is you guys normally do, Capricorn like things, whatever this is, do that to help you guys, okay? What else? So maybe you guys are speaking about how you feel. Okay, so if you guys are communicating any of this the second week of February, I feel like it would be extremely messy. There's a chance it may not be because of that Venus in Capricorn. This is traditional. This is logical. This is not like overly emotional. It's not showing affection publicly, you know? So, I'm honestly, I'm not seeing a lot of people. I feel like it's just you guys in your thoughts and like almost getting high off your thoughts because you feel stuck, because something is not being understood, except for the Venus and Neptune energy. Okay, so and with the Venus and Neptune, again, if this is in regards to work, this is definitely investing in yourselves or other people investing in you. Because there's something that they see in you that is worthwhile. All right, so let's move on to the third week. Okay, guys, so the third week of February for you guys. Let's see, we have February 17th, Venus in Aquarius in your, where are we? Sorry. 12th house conjunct Pluto in Aquarius in your 12th house. Okay, so to me, transformational thoughts in regards to possibly how you guys love, the type of people you guys attract into your lives, maybe wanting to change this. It could be beauty. It could be wanting to change something up in regards to your looks. It could be literally makeup, changing the brand, changing, literally something so small, but it's a change of some sort. We could be changing the haircut, our nails, just something in regards to looks. This could be also talking about the way you guys want to change, the way you go about your maybe creative endeavors. You want to change something about this, okay? There's deep thoughts going on here. Let's see, February 18th, Sun enters Pisces in your first house. Okay, so it's leaving your 12th house and it's entering your first house. This is very nice. You definitely will be feeling this energy. There will be some type of, I feel like, release for you guys. This will be definitely a lighter energy. You guys should feel happy, definitely in touch with yourself in a different type of way. Introspection in regards to, instead of the mind, it's more so literally you guys, how you present yourselves, who you guys are, who you guys present yourself to be, how people perceive you guys, okay? Because there's definitely something up with this Neptune transiting in your first house. I mean, yes, Neptune and Jupiter rules you guys. This is your ruler in general. So there's always going to be some type of misunderstanding with people when it comes to you guys. However, excuse me, I think with the sun here, and you guys sometimes may even be confused by yourselves, right? It really depends personally what's going on in your chart. But I'm going to say that with the sun being here in your first house, you guys are going to really feel intuitively like you understand something about yourself. So yeah. Then the following day, February 19th, the North Node in Aries in your second house is conjunct Chiron in Aries in your second house. And both of these are in 16 degrees. Which tells me this energy right here is talking about fourth house energy, something to do with the house, home matters, or the mother. So the second house, let's go back to this. The second house has to do with your wallet, the things you own, your money. So with the North Node being here in general and it being in Aries, you guys will be definitely very determined to go after the things
you guys value. So if you guys don't already have a job that you guys are passionate about, feel like you're valued in, feel, you know, let's say you want to be a leader of some sort. So if it's not a boss position, if it's maybe a supervisor, just something that separates you from the rest, then I would say this whole job thing, that is definitely going on for some of you guys, because I do remember this now, that there's a storyline playing out for some of you. That this is definitely the determination that you guys value about maybe standing out, and there's willpower in being here. So yeah, so anyway, so but maybe there is some type of wound that you guys will reflect on while the sun is in your first house, about yourself and what holds you back, because Aries energy is talking about the first house, which is talking about the self. So even though you guys may be rising Pisces, and Pisces energy would be in your first house, this still natally would be talking about traditionally Aries energy. So there's definitely something, something has to do with this type of energy in regards to being in touch with a wound that you guys may realize holds you back when it comes to maybe conquering, getting that job you want, or that position, that title, or winning something. And it, excuse me, sorry. And it connects back to fourth house matters, your roots, maybe an old mindset, an old belief, limited beliefs that no longer resonate with you, but you haven't like been conscious of that. Maybe you guys are too busy helping out other people, which would, you know, sounds normal to me with Pisces energy. Excuse me. So I feel like with Vesta being here in the fourth house, and this being in 21 degrees, and the ruler of Gemini being in your guys' 12th house, I think you guys will definitely be taking the time to, I don't want to say like figure out what this wound is, but there's something where you're going to be in touch with some type of energy that you realize holds you back. So maybe this energy is self-doubt. Maybe this energy is being too competitive with other people. I don't know. Maybe this energy is just not enough willpower, or you're really actually not going after the things you want. You know, maybe it's more like daydream energy in your head. You put out applications, let's say if it's a job, but you don't actually follow up with these employers because you just assume that they have enough people submitting applications to their company. So therefore it's like you're not really doing your due diligence. Are you doing, are you going above and beyond if you claim this is what you really want? So yeah, and I think because 21 degrees is in a ninth house energy, and this originally, the ruler originally belongs, I can't speak, the original ruler of the ninth house is Jupiter, and this is technically your ruler as well. I do think there's something to be said about this. So I think you guys will definitely be learning something about yourselves, something about what you guys truly value. It connects to either how you guys make your money, why you guys don't make as much money as you guys believe you should, how you guys possibly get hurt with other people, how you guys possibly hurt yourselves. I think this is what I'm picking up on more so because Aries energy is the self, okay? Excuse me. And 21 degrees talks about higher education, learning. Yes, definitely another way of looking at this is having faith, spirituality. But I think like, yeah, you guys will get into all that after you guys learn about something Gemini energy. Because at the end of the day, Vesta is in Gemini. So then February 21st, Venus in Aquarius in your 12th house is conjunct Mars in Aquarius in your 12th house. So to me, I like this energy. This is talking about, so when Venus and Mars are getting along, oh wait, I never put Venus there. I'm so sorry. Why didn't I do that? Did I skip over something? I'm sorry. Venus enters your 12th house. I hope I already said that. If not, I'm so sorry. Venus enters Aquarius in your 12th house on, now I'm getting paranoid, February 16th. Yeah, I think I did miss that. I'm so sorry. Okay, so February 16th, Venus enters Aquarius in the 12th house. So wait, I'll get back to that in a second. I want to continue what I was saying. So Venus conjunct Mars in your 12th house. So when Venus and Mars are talking to each other in a nice way, the way I look at this is the opposite sex getting along, okay? So this could be what's going on for you guys. I'm thinking in your thoughts possibly, because again, all this stuff, you guys have a stellium going on in your 12th house. So I don't know, honestly, for you guys, if any of this stuff is actually happening in the physical plane on Earth. This stuff just may be happening in your thoughts. I would be very curious to know what is actually going on. I think there's like this new moon in Aquarius, it being in 20 degrees, I think this may just be psychological for you guys and you guys creating some type of new plan because Uranus rules Aquarius. Excuse me. So does Saturn. So it has something to do with your third house and first house. So again, third house talks about education, learning, communication. Yes, your local community. So for some of you, this could also be, you know, siblings, cousins, things of that nature, neighbors. But I feel like this has something to do with you guys, the first house, and learning something because Mercury is here and this is the ruler of the third house. Natally, like traditionally is what I'm trying to say, okay? But if we're looking at Taurus, the ruler of Taurus is Venus, and you guys have this in your 12th house. So regardless, we have something going on here with third house activities in your 12th house. So, excuse me. So my point is that Venus and Mars are conjunct. They're next to each other. They're talking to each other. What is this about? So Aries is your second house. This is talking about your wallet, the things you guys value. Venus is talking about communicating, learning something, possibly talking to people in your local community. Libra energy is your 8th house. This is talking about other people, possibly natally for you guys, always thinking about other people, like trying to please other people. But currently the South Node is there. So it's like the universe is pulling you out of this type of direction and trying to pull you in the direction about pleasing yourself right now, okay? So with that being said, I think this Venus conjunct Mars energy is pushing you in your thoughts to move, like do something towards something, like move towards something you love, move towards whatever it is you claim you want to do and actually do it. Like make a move is what I'm picking up on, okay? Wow. What was the other transit? And also, besides like make a move, do something, oh no, I'm thinking of another transit. I'm sorry. Never mind. Okay, forget that. So getting back to Venus. Venus enters Aquarius. I want to go back to these. There's two transits I meant to mention. February 16th. Venus enters Aquarius in your 12th house, okay? So what does this mean?
So it's leaving your 11th house in Capricorn. When Venus is in Capricorn, this is talking about traditional things, investing in things of value, things that are worth your time, things that are going to be there for the long run, okay? And then it's entering your 12th house. So with this type of energy, and it being an Aquarius, I feel like this type of energy will, number one, definitely make you attracted to things that, and this goes for the collective, for everyone. Everyone's going to be feeling this, just slightly different. Your thoughts that you would normally, whatever you would normally be attracted to, I think will be slightly changing. Like whatever appeals to you, like Venusian-like things, aesthetically pleasing things, like I said before with Pluto conjunct Venus, makeup, physical things may be changing at this time. You guys may want to change up your lipstick. You guys may want to make more money. You guys may want to date different types of people. You guys may want to shake up your love life. You guys may want to take a step back. So that's what I feel like also with this type of energy, it's more so, I almost want to say, again, this is the 12th house, and there's something about like escaping, like leaving, or we can look at this as like very similar to 9th house energy, like traveling, like there's something about like going elsewhere. So when we have all these big major planets, big players in your life here, there's something about being a loner, being alone. So since we have Mercury, your thoughts, communication, I think you guys will not be communicating maybe how you really feel or your deepest thoughts, especially these different thoughts you guys are experiencing now that Pluto is in your 12th house. Pluto being in the 12th house is rough, okay? And now that Venus is here temporarily, it's just a phase. It's not even going to be here for very long. Excuse me. I think how you guys are in relationships may change for a little bit. You guys may not be as lovey-dovey, and honestly I feel like that's Venus in Aquarius in general type of energy, where they have so much love to give, but are they very physical and affectionate? No. And if there's a Venus in Aquarius that is, then they just have different stuff going on in their chart. But that general type of energy, they're not lovey-dovey, affectionate type of people. They show their affection in different type of ways, which makes sense. It's Aquarius. More like smart conversations, analytical conversations. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to move on. February 16th, that same day, Mercury in Aquarius in your 12th house is squaring Uranus in Taurus in your 3rd house. So to me, this is talking about something you guys want to communicate and put out there with your local community. It's not getting communicated clearly. Something is missing. Something goes, you know, I feel like with Uranus, this is a lightning bolt. And instead of the lightning bolt going through the clouds, going through the sky, it's like it goes through the clouds and then it hits something and it ricochets back into the sky, back into the clouds. Like it never goes through clearly. And this is because it is a square. There is a square involved. A square is a karmic lesson. It's a holdup. It's a block. It's a time to think some more. It literally stops something from happening, or it creates tension, and the actual I want to say thing that you wanted to happen, like the actual energy you meant, doesn't come out clearly. And it doesn't matter if it's words or thoughts, anything like that. It so happens that it would be words and thoughts because Mercury is involved, but this is anything with a square. Something is just not able to get out of this square. The energy is not able to get out. So think of this as, you know, a lightning bolt, although it's a Z. So yeah, so when Mercury's in the 12th house, I look at this as Mercury and Pisces energy. And you guys maybe have this because you guys are, you know, maybe a Pisces. So to me, maybe you guys communicate clearly. But when Mercury is in Pisces, sometimes this is hard to articulate your words. This is like speaking in the ocean, speaking in the water. It's, you can understand what's truly going on, but to put it into words is another language. But when you try to speak English or put it into words, it just doesn't come out right. And I feel like this is what's going on here with Mercury and Uranus. Mercury, you're trying to explain something that maybe you feel like is a message from spirit, because Uranus rules Aquarius. And I always think of the star card from tarot with this energy. These are downloads and messages from spirit. And you guys have Uranus in the 3rd house of communication. But there's some type of block. So yeah, I think there's some type of message that maybe you guys want to convey, or maybe people want to convey to you, or you're trying to learn something. This is also possible, but it's like just not getting, it's almost like the Tower card, but with words, with words or thoughts or learning. It's like you're just not getting it, or somebody's not getting it. Excuse me. Honestly, I look at all these 12th house placements as, especially because it's in Aquarius, extremely psychic. And the fact that you guys are Pisces, I think you guys will be very much in touch with other people. I think you guys may have difficulty getting in touch with yourselves though, but this is what the universe is asking you guys during this, during your guys's, well, it's not your season yet, but it's almost your season, right? And I feel like this is what you guys are being asked to do, is to really think about yourselves this month. That's what I'm picking up on. And I'm seeing some type of difficulty. Anyway, all right, so let's look at the channeled messages, 3rd week of February. I'm seeing you guys, and you guys have headphones on, so I think of Neptune energy right away with music. And I'm seeing your tongue sticking out. So your tongue was already sticking out, I believe, previously in the other vision. But with your head and with the headphones on it, your head is actually the sun. So I like this because you guys are feeling that sun energy is what this tells me. Like this is making you guys feel good. But with the tongue sticking out, I don't know why, I'm just getting a high type of energy. So it doesn't mean that you guys are actually high, but I feel like it means you guys are having difficulty focusing. And there is a lot of light. There is a lot of light, but I feel like just all this light is representing like clarity with feeling good, because like I said, the sun leaving your 12th house and entering your 1st house, you'll be able to feel this. It will feel like it won't be so heavy anymore, because that's what the sun in the 12th house does, because it's shining a light, you know, in a place in the dark. It's like forcing you to heal and be spiritual, or, you know, whatever it is you guys are into, but it's a forceful energy. So anyway, you guys just may be enjoying this lighter type of energy is what I'm picking up on. Then I thought this was interesting. I'm seeing this, trying to think how to explain this. So
I'm seeing a cube. It's like a cube, a box, something of that nature. And in the corner of this cube, like in the front, I see an American flag. So I'm going to draw it. This is what I saw. Okay. And then I see this. Okay. I can't draw. Wait, I said that weird. I can't draw. Whatever. Okay, so this is supposed to be a flag. Just follow me. But then the scene changes to, I see like a random flash, okay, like really quick. So to me, that's like, it depends what color it is, but I remember it being white. So it's like, it's your higher self, like talking to you. So you get some type of intuitive hit. And with this American flag, I think of freedom. So I'm picking up on Uranus energy. And then, but I'm also getting that this, like I'm seeing a 7. I really don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this stuff. Like, it's right here. Anyway, so something about bondage and turning into freedom, because then the scene before you guys get free, it's like it's showing me this is jail, this cube. I thought that was interesting. And then I was seeing this. Like the flag somehow turns into you guys. And the energy I was getting, this is going to sound so weird, but I'm telling you, this is what I was getting. Sparta, like you guys see something you guys want as a conquest. Maybe other people feel this way too. And I keep seeing a stage. So the scene changes to almost like, I feel like those auditoriums from the elementary school. I would assume you guys had this. So this is supposed to be like the stage. And this is, I don't know, the pathway, whatever. And here's the seats and people sitting. And I don't know, it's either you guys or somebody else. And, oh, no, it's somebody else. And you guys are here with a shield. So I told you guys that wrong. So this is one vision over here. And then the vision changes to the whole Sparta thing with the shield, okay? Excuse me. So, so you guys see something you want as a conquest. I feel like I'm saying that weird. Maybe other people feel this way too. And I keep seeing it happening on a stage. Your eyes are on this. I see this as, you know, a lot of people that want in on this energy, and you won't be expressing this, but this is how you guys feel as well. This is what I'm getting. So these little dots represent other people. So, losing my voice, but sorry, I'm just looking. Let me look at the transits. Hold on. So I think with this whole thing about the Sparta and seeing somebody and not expressing oneself, I think this is definitely that Venus and Mars energy in Aquarius, because we have Because a few days before the Venus conjunction with Mars, we have Venus conjunct Pluto. So I feel like this is already talking about potentially being interested in another person. And this may be a secret, or you guys may be somebody else's secret, or keeping it a secret, something of that nature. There may be this energy of feeling obsessed, feeling, you know, maybe sexual energy, because now I'm thinking about the why do I want to keep saying Spartica? Is it Spartica? Sparta? No, it's, yeah, Spartica. Whatever, I don't care. Anyway, that to me is Mars energy with the Roman empires. Like, that's what I'm thinking of right now. Like seeing something Venusian and wanting to go after it, you know, like a hunter seeing its prey. I know that sounds awful, but that's like the way I'm seeing it. So, and then this cube and the American flag and feeling like you're in jail. This is definitely Venus entering Aquarius, and then that same day Mercury in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus, like wanting to break free, wanting to have your freedom with your thoughts, but having difficulty with this. There's something to this energy being expressed here. This is what I'm channeling for you guys. So I think there's something definitely private going on regardless, and you guys are not expressing this, but you guys are definitely in touch with something you guys want, whether it's a job or a person, okay? Okay, so last week of February 22nd, Mercury enters Pisces in your first house. Okay. So this should feel nice too. So you guys should be focusing on yourself, your thoughts, communicating about yourself, you know, which I doubt you guys will, but you guys should. 24th, full moon in Virgo in 5 degrees. Okay. So full moon in your 7th house, and it's in 5 degrees. This is a Leo degree. So I personally am going to look at your 5th house, and I'm going to look at where Leo is to see what will be illuminated for you guys. And I also want to see where the ruler of Virgo is. And this is Mercury. Okay. So full moon in Virgo, what's going to be illuminated for you? Well, first of all, 7th house things. I think you guys are going to be in touch with, since the ruler of Virgo is Mercury and it's in your 1st house, I think you guys are going to be in touch with the fact that there's something about yourselves that may be holding yourself back from connecting with other people, is what I want to say. There's too much going on in your 12th house, which shows up as you guys missing. MIA, like, even if you're really there, it's like you're not there. So anyway, getting back to this, 6th house energy. 6th house energy talks about you guys taking care of yourselves. It talks about your daily regimen, work. What do you guys do from the second your alarm clock goes off until you go to bed? Because all of that stuff consists of work, getting ready for work, getting ready for bed. It's literally work. And you have this in Leo. That's interesting. 6th house energy in Leo. I wonder how that is. Okay, so you have that ruler in your 1st house. Are you guys taking care of yourself? I think this is what you guys are going to be seeing very deeply and intuitively. You guys are definitely going to be getting messages from spirit. If you guys don't feel like you have gifts like clairaudience or extremely, I don't know, intuitive, I'm just thinking out loud because you guys are Pisces. If your dreams don't talk to you, you guys are just going to be extremely in tune with guardian angels, spirit guides at this time about yourselves, and it connects to the 7th house. There's something about taking care of yourselves and romance. Cancer energy, I think of one way to look at it is nurture. But do you guys nurture yourselves? Okay. Excuse me. February 24th, Venus in Aquarius in your 12th house will be squaring Jupiter in Taurus in your 3rd house. So again, another karmic lesson, another block, a holdup when it comes to expansion on learning about or moving forward in regards to either 7th house matters, because Venus rules 7th house traditionally, or when it comes to increasing money or understanding why you guys have not been able to maybe make more money, maybe why you guys haven't been able to connect with other people in the way that you really want to. I think when Venus and Jupiter are talking to each other in a negative way, and with a square, it's not that it's negative, it's a pause. It's a pause that feels like a lot of tension because there's something you want to do, there's something you want to communicate or convey and put out there, and it's like the universe is like, not right now, you know, like just not now, like later, just time, you know, time, it's all you need. But the energy you're feeling it for a reason, you know, like that's what a square, that's what a I'm not even calling it right anymore. No, square, I'm sorry, I was going to say Saturn. Sorry, I need to go to bed. So Venus squaring your 3rd house. You guys may not be, I'm sorry, hold on. You guys may not be able to understand something on a higher spiritual level, because I think of this as well with Venus. I think of Jupiter. I connect this to 9th house energy. It's in your 3rd house, so right now, so this is planting the seeds. I think you guys just will not be able to either express or understand something. You guys either will not be able to express yourselves with your local community, like the things you love, or maybe it'll be misunderstood. Or you may be trying to learn something in regards to this, and it's like you cannot move any further because there's just, you're not understanding something. That's what I pick up on here. Or again, it could be money. February 27th, Mars in Aquarius in your 12th house is squaring Jupiter in Taurus in your 12th house. So with this, I would say fights for sure. I think when Mars is in the 12th house, I would be very surprised if you guys aren't experiencing some type of, if not fighting with people, then it's like people trying to hack into your accounts. And it's usually men. It's and it's always during this transit. So I feel like Mars is supposed to be looked at as the god of war, right? Usually, I think most people, unless you're an Aries, most people are always thinking of this as argumentative, confrontational, negative energy, unless like you like an Aries and you know an Aries in a positive way. I would say Mars isn't always negative energy. This is that energy, wherever it is in your chart, that you have the willpower, the drive to work towards something, okay? So if it's in Virgo, you guys will be extremely driven to be, like you will be extremely analytical. Like you will take conversations very seriously when it comes to like making sure you're right, making sure you know what the fuck it is you're talking about, being smart, you know, fighting with your words, things of that nature. And the fact that it's in your if it were in your seventh house, I would say, okay, you may be attracting, yes, argumentative partners, but you are also attracting driven men who are extremely, you know, confident and competitive. And then I'd give the list of Aries like qualities, okay? And I would combine it with Virgo. But when Mars is in the 12th house, I literally would, I don't care what anybody else says, I would take out all the positive things and just leave all the negative things unless something positive is going on in your 12th house. So with that being said, I want to give you that heads up with the Mars being in your 12th house, okay? This definitely speaks of hidden enemies. This speaks of like I remember one astrologer said that somebody came out pretending like, I don't know, I forgot. But anyway, so just be careful with this energy. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so Mars in Aquarius is squaring Jupiter. This is fight. One way of looking at it is I believe you guys may fight. I really do with your local community. You may have trouble understanding something about this. I think when Jupiter's involved with anything, even if it's a negative energy, like a square, like so when something isn't being, an energy isn't happening clearly or very straightforward in the way that it's supposed to, I think when Jupiter is involved, it's still going to have that effect that whatever it touches, it expands upon. So even though it's squaring Mars, it means that an energy isn't coming through clearly with these two planets. Therefore, fighting and arguments can happen because of this. Someone could think you have hidden motives or you're trying to fight with them. You're trying to control them in your 3rd house because technically Mars is in your 12th house. Okay, so February 28th, Sun in Pisces is conjunct Mercury in Pisces in your 1st house. Your thoughts, communication, the sun will be shining a light on your mind and how you guys speak. You guys will just be very much in touch intuitively with your thoughts. A lot of introspection going on, but again, not in the same way. It's a different energy than the 12th house, okay? Same day, February 28th, Sun in Pisces is conjunct Saturn in Pisces in your 1st house. So I like this energy with you guys because I think you guys will be very much in touch with how you guys possibly hold yourselves back, how your boundaries may be too high. I think you guys will be able to see maybe how you can use Saturn in a positive way to protect yourself. Maybe you guys can see how you've been using this energy in a way to protect yourself due to fears. February 29th, Mercury in Pisces is in your 1st house, and it is sextiling Jupiter in Taurus in your third house. So finally, it's like there's a good energy going on with your third house. Your thoughts, communication will be able to expand clearly and in a positive way with your local community. You may want to express something about yourself, maybe about what's been going on with you guys the whole month of February. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up on with that energy. What did I channel for you guys? Looking back, but moving forward. Moving forward. Oh yeah, this was very confusing. So you're moving forward by going backwards. So I literally saw you guys somehow moving forward. How do I explain this? I don't know how to explain it. I just don't know how to explain it. I saw you moving forward by going backwards. So I guess we can just consider this like you're driving forward, but like maybe through reversing. It's an odd way, but you're doing it. Oh my God. So you're going back to something, but you're doing it right, but a different type of way. And I think this is the success is with Mercury and Jupiter, because it's sextiling. When there's a sextile involved, this is putting in the work, but it's not a lot of work, but it's work. Okay. And this energy speaks of, if you put in the energy towards this, whatever this is, you're more than likely going to get the results you want. So I think you guys will be, yeah, I guess, this could be traveling. This could be short distance travels. So maybe for some of you guys could literally be traveling somewhere to talk. But I think what this is really speaking of is moving forward on something in regards to your thoughts, and possibly expressing this to other people, expressing what it is you've learned. Let me just look at the transits again. Yeah, I think this has to do with those squares, with the Venus in Aquarius in your 12th house, and it squares Jupiter in Taurus. And then we have Mars in Aquarius in your 12th house squaring Jupiter in Taurus. It's like you guys so desperately or badly want to be able to express yourself to others, okay? Because again, this is Aquarius energy. And you're just not able to do it for some reason. But then when you guys have that Sun conjunct Mercury, and then the Sun conjunct Saturn and Pisces in the first house, this is like energy from Spirit helping you guys get in touch with your third house energy, which helps you guys communicate, whether this has to do with work related things or with, again, your local community is what I'm picking up on. But this is what I'm seeing. And I feel like, again, remember how we said Ceres, the asteroid, can be healing if you do traditional like things. I feel like this is what's happening for you guys. There is, because Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, is here, and you guys are able to see something towards the end of February that includes structure. It's not so far-fetched. It's not far out there. And I think maybe that's the issue that you guys tried to do. You guys tried to express something or do something that just wasn't vibing with other people. It was, honestly, you guys may have tried to express something that was too ahead. That's what Aquarius energy does. It's ahead of the game. it could, you may have expressed it in like Mercury and Pisces type of way where it just was not clear, but it may have felt clear to you. So anyway, looking back but moving forward by going backwards. Odd, it's almost like going back to something but doing it right, something like that. So I feel like it's almost very similar to a Mercury retrograde, revisiting something but just doing it right this time. So whatever that theme is for you guys, I think you end up doing it right towards the end of February, and ultimately freeing yourselves. So yeah. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. All right,